I've always wanted a collie. I really like them. They're so intelligent. But one of the drawbacks is that they're so intelligent. If you don't give them the time and attention that they need, they'll find ways of stimulating themselves, whether it be finding shoes or digging holes or other things to entertain themselves and then to get your attention as well.
Yeah, well, the thing about the working border collies is if you don't give them a job, they will create a job for themselves. Now, that job might not be what you want the dog to do. It could be something which you don't want the dog to do. As we had a lady out here recently she came out for a one-to-one. The dog was herding her children. She had three children, and the dog herded her children. I mean, that was the dog's job at that point, which created problem. Whereas if she had sheep, you see, she would have been fine. But children don't like being herded. Um, if you have a very active life, I mean, a working border collie, even if you are in an urban environment, can work well. But the same thing, I would say, there has to be a lot of engagement with the dog. It's not, you will see people everywhere with collies walking them on the lead and the collies pulling and dragging and barking and lunging at cars. I mean, that's a common thing you will see. But um, the person isn't actually engaged with the dog, even though the person is walking the dog. The person is walking and the dog is walking. If you have a collie, a working border collie that's been bred for the last 10,000 years to herd sheep on the side of a mountain, he's suddenly not going to become a couch potato. You have to have something to do. Generally, what we would like to see with the likes of a working border collie, we would like to see the person at the very beginning work on an obedience strategy with the dog. I mean, the dog will be quite happy. He will be just as happy doing obedience as he will working sheep on the side of a mountain. But you will have to be dedicated to training him in that obedience. The likes for a border collie, they're very visually centered, so something that moves or moves by them very fast can cause a reaction. So impulse control, to be able to build impulse control around the dog so that when something moves suddenly around the dog, that he doesn't react instantly and explosively to that movement, is very, very important. The border collies as well, they are prone to nipping. Now, I have people said to me, my border collie bit me, but border collies don't really bite. If you have a red mark on your arm where the border collie got overexcited and jumped up and he nipped you, you haven't been bitten. The border collie sometimes can say hello by nipping you. They're because they were bred to.
That's how communicate.
Well, yes, well, a puppy border. There's nothing like a puppy border collie to chew your family apart. Definitely not. They can chew, but even adult border collies, just even to get your attention, sometimes they will just nip at you, and they're very measured in the way that they nip. They will not break your skin, but they will. It'll be akin to being pinched. It's almost like they'll pinch you, as to say, some of them to say, "Hello, here we are. I'm here," And people say, "Oh, my dog bit me. He's aggressive." And I said, "Well, no, he didn't bite you. He's not aggressive. You got a farm working border collie, and he's just learned to say hello by nipping you. Sometimes it's a way of getting your attention. Sometimes I'm bored, I want attention, and the person, maybe they're watching TV or maybe they're cooking dinner, and of course the dog doesn't understand this, so he goes over and he gives them a friendly nip, and they say, "Oh my God, my dog is aggressive and he's attacked me." But in most of these cases, the dog is just really saying hello. I seen a very, very funny Facebook post somebody sent me, and it said, "Nervous people should not own border collies." And I said, I wholeheartedly, I couldn't agree with this more.